thanks for tuning into Disco Chaotica. I'm your DJ, and this is... I actually haven't decided on a name for this series, but we're back in our new mod pack. Last time we finished the main structure of our building, and now I have gone in and done a bunch of decorations. I know I should have probably done this while I was actually recording, but I just got so carried away. I was making bamboo, I was growing a bunch of stuff, I got my hopping bonsai pots, and those have been producing things that I've needed. Anyway, we've gotten most of the decorations in place. One thing I did notice, I had made this design where you've got the chests going up the walls, and then you've got the barrels up here, which looks really cool, except that we can't open up these chests. Apparently, even though it's a tile entity above it, it still counts as a full block, so we can't open the chests when the barrels are on top of them. So we might need to redesign that a little bit. We have most of our stuff in place. We've not gotten everything for the kiln. I also realized that for some reason we're not actually able to craft any of the ingots in here, which I thought that the kiln was able to do both, but apparently it can't, so we might have to redo that and do it as a blast furnace. Or a combination of the two. We can do both. We've got the majority of our kitchen area in place, we've got our ovens, we've got our little basket in the corner, we've got these light bulbs from Beautify, which are lovely. And then we've got our stove, we've got our skillet, and now we just need to get our cooking pot in place, which I already have the recipe for loaded up in here. We're just gonna hold that open. I changed up, we did have another portable crafting mod in here, but I actually switched over to a different one that apparently also doesn't work with JEI. That's... I thought we were switching over because it did work with JEI, but no, apparently not. That's fine. We can just throw that stuff in there, and boom. Oh, and it even gives us the bucket back. I was not expecting that, but that's super nice. So we just plop that down right there. Dinner is served. Now I've geared myself up in preparation for this next part, because one of the items that we want to have in place but don't have in place yet is this guy, which I believe is called the brewer, right? Yeah, well, we don't need that anymore. But yes, this brewer, in order to make it, we need 5 iron ingots and a mug. Now the mug is actually the problem, because in order to make the mug, we need quartz. And every variant of quartz that exists, as far as I am aware, only comes from the Nether. That means that we are going to have to travel into the Nether in order to get any quartz at all. And in order to do that, we need to make our portal. I have been really bad about collecting obsidian and that kind of stuff, but I think that there is a lava pool somewhere nearby, so I'm sure it shouldn't take us too long to find everything that we need. There you are. Alright. I'm just gonna splash a bunch of this and go through the long process of breaking the obsidian. This might take a while, so I'll be back. One rousing round of I really need efficiency later. Now, in terms of where we actually want to build the portal, I'm thinking I want it to be a part of my base somewhere. We've kind of already filled in all of the areas around, so maybe we want to build it up here? Because I know that I want to build a second floor at some point, so maybe it could go right here, and then we could build a room up around it later. So let's go boom, 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 boom. Break you, and boom. Then it's just a matter of placing things down. Make sure that we're centered, because it will bother me forever if we're not. And there we go. So I'm sure that I'll fancy this up a little bit later, But for now, this should be a pretty good start. Let's grab ourselves a flint and steel and light this up. And there we go. Got that all lit up. Let's toss that into our bag in case we need it. And I think we're pretty much geared up. Okay, yeah. Time to jump in. Alright. Oh, I've just realized a couple of things. First of all, I'm wearing iron instead of gold, and there's a ghast nearby. So, that's terrifying and something that we need to correct immediately. Have I really never made any gold anything? It doesn't look like I've actually made anything with it before. But yeah, to show you, so the recipe shows up, it lets us put it in and everything, but we stick the coal in there and nothing happens, so we're relying on the good old-fashioned blast furnace for this. Let's see. Yeah, we just had never made or obtained a gold ingot at all. Well, anyway, we've got everything that we need. Let's just make some boots. That should be good. And we should be all set for real this time. I hear that ghast. We don't want it seeing our portal. Oh, it sees our portal. Oh wait, maybe we can hit it back. Alright, I believe in us. Is it just me, or have those gotten harder to hit? Maybe I'm just bad. It's probably that I'm just bad. Might as well take a look around to see what's going on. We've got some silt from twigs. That's interesting. Then we've got... Is this a fortress? It looks like we've got a fortress. Lovely. Hello, friend. Would you like to die today? Oh, I guess I'd like to die today. Ooh, this is... Yeah, there's definitely been a bit of a change up to this design. I'm just realizing I didn't get the advancement when I went in. So maybe this isn't an actual nether fortress? No advancement. Huh. Oh boy, yeah, that looks like something I want nothing to do with. And we're suddenly getting a bit of lag. Sorry about that if that's causing an issue in the video. Not sure where that is coming from. Ooh. Well, that looks kind of ominous. There's ash on the ground. Maybe this is why the frame rate is dropping, is because there's ash falling from the sky over here. And it's... Look, I'm just trying to turn around. Oh boy. Yeah, this might not be a place that we want to be on camera. Oh, from behind. Come on, guys. Oh. Okay. What are our options? We have no food. We're still a ways from our portal. This looks familiar. Yeah, there was silt here. There it is. Portal, hooray. Save me. But now we should be able to make our brewer. So just make our mug by going like that. And then toss that in there, put these around. And boom, we've got a brewer, and we've even got 2 extra mugs to our name. Let's just plop this guy down. Let's see. Oh, I know that we have glowberries, so we can make glowberry tea. Let's see what happens. Let that brew up. Oh, and we can just throw it in there. There we go. Glowberry tea. Restores 2 hunger. Does it do anything else? Oh, it gives us the glowing effect. Interesting. Well, that seems like fun. Looking around, I believe that aside from finishing up our smelting setup here, that should be everything. I think we've finally gotten our place all set up the way that we wanted it. And now we have a really weird transition to me being underground for some reason. I paused the recording at this point, and then unpaused it and was underground. And it's been long enough since I recorded this that I have no idea why. You know, part of me wishes that I had installed one of those, the mods to make the ores look like different stones. I've used a few of those in packs before, but like, look at this. You've got a big old patch of tuff, and then we've got some redstone ore that doesn't match the aesthetic. But honestly, it's probably too late to add that now, just because all of this is already generated, so it's not gonna change in appearance unless I go out like a decent distance away from where I am now. And you know what? Where I am now is comfortable. But yeah, I definitely don't want to lose this sword, because it's got some nice effects on it. This little +2 whatever it is fire damage basically got flame or fire aspect built into it, and that's really nice to have. But as soon as this sword breaks, boom, that's gone forever. So definitely need to make an anvil or something. I probably have enough iron for an anvil, right? We'll find out. Okay, little bit of a transition really quickly. I took a break in between recording sessions, and it turns out that there is a brand new development. So at the time that I am recording this, there was just barely an update to the mod Expanded Delight. And I know that there was an update to the mod because it fixed a bug that I had pointed out. I had mentioned to the mod developer they were having some issues with it before, and I let them know it was still going on. And just now, in between recording sessions, got a notification letting me know that it was fixed. So we have, of course, added it into the pack. So Expanded Delight is an add-on to Farmer's Delight, which gives us a few extra items. We've got salt ore, we got asparagus, we got sweet potatoes. So yeah, lots of nice stuff here. I think we've added, I'm not entirely sure what else has been added to our mod list. Oh, I did add excavated variants, which is essentially just a mod that adds ore variants. I think I mentioned it earlier in this episode that I had kind of wanted to do that, and I decided to go ahead and do that. And as part of that, we've cleaned up some of the chunks, so everything that we've actually been building should be exactly the same anywhere that we've visited for any significant amount of time. So all the stuff at the light, you can see the lighthouse is still going. So all the stuff that we've really interacted with should be the same. But in the underground, we should now be getting the ores, not only from Expanded Delight, but from excavated variants and also from Clutter, I think? Yes, Clutter. So it is very similar to the likes of Adorn and Handcrafted. Just gives us a little bit more variety. It's got a lot of the same thing. It's got tables, it's got all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is a pretty expansive mod that we may use some of the stuff for. There is, of course, a lot of overlap between this and the other mods that we've been using. So there's candelabras, there's those chairs, the sofas that we were seeing, there's chandeliers. Ooh, that looks fancy. We might have to add one of those in. There's also some additional foods. There's some fancy patterns for elytra, which we get by obtaining butterflies in bottles. As I've mentioned before, this is an ongoing project. This mod pack is constantly changing and evolving. I think we're past the point of making too many changes that would drastically impact things. I've kind of been holding off on World Gen stuff, but since the addition of one of the mods that I definitely wanted to include in Expanded Delights, I absolutely had to get that in here, and so I have redone some of the World Gen. So pretty much everything, anywhere that we've spent a significant amount of time, shouldn't be affected. So we'll have to look in new areas for ores, like the diamonds won't be regenerated or anything like that, but we won't have to go as far as we would have without redoing the chunks. So what else are we doing today? Well, as much as I want to go take a look at all of that new stuff from Expanded Delights, or I want to work more on this building, I think that we're going to stick around in this area for the moment, and I also don't want to dig up another 500 stone blocks, so we are going to leave this as is for the moment. No, I think that what we are going to work on is some automation for our farm. When I say our farm, I mean these guys. Look at this. They're in a little tiny little 5x5 pen. This is not okay. These guys need a proper place to live and to thrive and to just have a good time. But we are going to build some actual stalls for these guys. Now what I really want to use for this farm is mangrove. Mangrove planks, that really nice, just look at that dark red. Doesn't that just remind you of the side of a barn, or just like the texture of a barn? That is exactly what I want to use, but unfortunately we haven't found any yet. We don't have any mangrove propagules, we don't have any sort of mangrove blocks, so we are going to have to really quickly find a swamp biome in order to move forward with that. And as part of that, I do want to get into a new form of transportation, so we're going to need a lead. I think there's nothing special about this pickaxe, so we should be able to use that. So we can make a grappling hook. Let's see if... I don't know if the durability carries over. The durability changes. Awesome. So, grappling hook, hoping that this will help us to get around a little more. I should probably read the instructions. So it looks like I got a bit overly excited about this. This grappling hook is going to be nice if we need to climb up and down, like we can throw it up here and climb up that way. But in terms of like throwing it and using it to like swing between trees and everything, we are gonna need some upgrades for that, and I don't have the materials to make those upgrades at the moment, so we're just gonna walk. We're just gonna walk shamefully and go and find our mangrove propagules on foot. You know, now that I'm looking at it, these redwood logs from Terrestria might actually be exactly the sort of thing that we want. So I think... Here, let's take a look at these guys. They make some decent... It's a little more on like the rust brown side than a real proper red, but this could work. This might be exactly what we need. If I chop this guy down, is it just going to destroy my axe? 29 chops, let's find out. 829. Woo! That was a big old tree. Oh, that's cool. We can make like a... I don't know what we're trying to do here. Like this? That's fancy. I really like that. We might have to use that for something later on. And it didn't completely destroy my axe, so, you know, that's a good sign. In order to decide for sure on a block color, I jumped back into my creative world to try a few different palettes. It turns out that the redwood color wasn't quite what I was looking for, and despite there being a lot of good options, we eventually decided to stick with the mangrove wood. Well, we've found a swamp. It does not appear to be a mangrove swamp, but it's here. You know, I don't really understand why these, like, swamp trees are still a thing. Why didn't mangroves just completely replace them? Or why didn't they? Because look at this. They're just oak trees. There's nothing special about them. There's a lighthouse. I thought for a second I might be going in circles, but that is definitely a new lighthouse since the light is not enabled on it. There we go. All is right in the world. It's so interesting now that my mindset has changed with this pack, because I'm looking around at everything like, would that look good aesthetically? Could I do something with that in chipped? Can this chiseled stone brick do something for my design? There's the orange tulip that I've been trying to find for a while. Actually, let's get one of each of these. We have a mod in here. What is it called? Flourish, I think? Where essentially it allows you to double single flowers the same way that you can with block tall flowers. And we'll have lots of different colors to choose from, and then we will be able to dye our sheep with that once we eventually get our wool production up and running. Hello, butterfly. Is this like... This looks like a blue morpho. I mean, every blue butterfly looks like a blue morpho. That doesn't mean it is one. Wait. Did you change? No, it's a different one. So they're just identified by color. That's cool, though. There are butterflies here. I like that. So when we were looking at the new stuff that's been added by Cluttered, I think butterflies were mentioned on there as a way of getting new styles of elytra. Obviously not something that we have to worry about yet, but we'll probably have to start thinking about that sooner or later. We're definitely not getting to the end in this episode, maybe even not for a couple of episodes, but I definitely don't want to take as long to get there as I did in Better Minecraft. Ooh, this place looks fancy. Maybe they will have some propules for me. Looks like it's a jungle village? That's cool. Those don't exist in vanilla. They should. They deserve to, but they don't. Well, that's cute. Look at that. A chicken plushie. Can we... That's adorable. I love you. You are my new best friend. Well, aside from a building made entirely out of packed mud and mud bricks, which my DiscoCraft self would have screamed and cried and destroyed instantly in order to build our little archaeological hut? I don't remember what we decided to call it, but aside from that, not too much going on here. So I think it's time to move on. We've wandered all over the area and still found no propagules. Finding some asparagus, finding this guy. Ooh, hold on, this is kind of cool actually. You a dungeon? Am I about to get murdered? Probably. Oh boy. Turn the lights out. Okay, that's spooky. This is like a crypt. Oh, hi. Somehow I don't think it saw me. But that, like, just about killed me. In the sense that, okay, you're... There. Crisis averted. Nothing wrong here. Meh. I do not know what has set my nerves on edge so much. But that creeper... Oh... I apologize if that got super loud for a second there, but that freaked me out. I'm scared to go into F5 in case one sneaks up and explodes on me. Okay, this place is actually ridiculously huge. I was not expecting to be exploring a dungeon. Ooh, this stuff is all nice. Some candles. This might be Or we might not end up getting to the barn in this episode after all, because not only have I spent way too much time searching for mangrove. Will you stop that? That's terrifying. It keeps going. It goes deeper. Is this what we're spending the rest of the episode on? Possibly. Unless we explode. Which, given what happened with the creeper earlier, is entirely possible. Wait, there's multiple ways down. I really don't think that I'm... Is that a... It's not a pressure plate. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think I'm ready to have, like, a maze with multiple pathways, but no, apparently we're not getting one of those. We're just getting some complicated... I keep thinking that I'm gonna turn around and the creeper is going to appear to blow up in my face. Huh. Well, I guess that was it, actually. Maybe we won't be spending the entire episode here. But I don't know if we'll be getting to the barn either. Well, that was fun, but slightly terrifying. I'm not a fan of this thunder. I should have slept while I was down there. I should have slept while I was down there after everything was all cleared out. Oh, this is gonna be so loud. Right. Goodbye, mobs. Goodbye, lightning. Why have I keep fat fingering whatever button the replay mod uses for these event markers, but man, this has been a lot. We've spent a decent amount of time on this, and honestly, there is another village over here. It's always possible that they might have some propagules, but oh, I have spent a little more time than I was expecting to on this portion of the episode, and we haven't even started building. Like, I don't have the materials yet, so I can't start building. What? What? Hold on. Hey, wait, come back. Friend? It was a kiwi! You guys saw that, right? That was... How? I want one. I want one. I want... Hello! Will you be my best friend forever? So the Modrinth page doesn't say anything about taming these kiwis, but there is an item, there's a kiwi bird egg, and there's an actual kiwi fruit item. Kiwi sapling, hold on, there's a whole tree. I shot in the dark, it wouldn't make much sense because I don't think they eat them normally, but it's possible that maybe kiwis eat kiwis? Is that how I tame you? Is that how you become my friend? How far away are we from? Oh, we're not that far. I love you so much. I want to keep you forever. Have I found any leaves? Anything that I can use? Wait, I have rope. You make a lead. Okay, so we no longer care about finding mangrove. My only priority is to get this kiwi back to my base. And it's about a 300 block walk. Oh no, a 500 block walk. My mistake. This is gonna be painful, but it's gonna be worth it. One slightly long, but definitely worth the effort walk later. Little kiwi friend, you are going to be ours forever. We've got to think of a name. I don't ask a lot of the comment section, but this time you guys have got to tell me, what are we naming this guy? We need a proper name for you. It can be a pun. I love puns. Puns are great, but we need something. I can't say that I was expecting that to be where this episode went, but we got a new little friend. I'll figure out what it eats. I'll figure out if there's any way that we can breed it. I saw something about eggs. Kiwi eggs exist. I assume that you're gonna lay eggs. Maybe I have to feed you before you'll lay eggs. I don't know, but this is amazing. And I think that that is going to do it for this episode. I know that we said we were gonna build a barn, we were gonna get a bunch of automation stuff going, but we kind of ran out of time, so I don't really have a chance to do that right now. But if you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like, and if you're new here, remember to subscribe, because that really helps us out. I will be back with you guys in the next episode, where I will hopefully have found some mangrove propagules, and we'll be able to get started on that farm. Or maybe something else. We'll see. Anyway, thanks as always for tuning in, and I will catch you on the airwaves. Goodbye.